It is officially too late.
Oh, okay.
Hold up.
I would be down to ring though if you guys need a ringer. Anyways, without further ado though,
One second. Something's up with the... There we go. Okay. It just wasn't capturing. Go ahead.
Okay, this is product. Woo! If you didn't know, product, the reason it's called product is because, you know, there's the map Viaduct, like the default TF2 one, so this is the pro version. So, pro Viaduct product, and that's why, yeah. Woo, now you know. Okay, pretty simple coffin map. Not too much to it. I guess we'll just go over calls real quick. Point is point. This is called dog bread because of this.
Adorable.
Fuck.
It looks like the most disgusting thing I've ever said. Okay.
Yo, is that the UGC fucking...
Yeah.
It
Anyway, so
looks like a
this is called
head
dog bread, this bit here. You have like your standard kind of like left lane and then your right lane. This is called rock. This is like behind rock. This is cliff. This is main. This is China. This is house. This is Japan. Or I'm sorry, I messed up a call. This is valley here. And this is main.
Why
Okay,
was
so-
called China and Japan?
Okay, here, let me just start this over real quick, just to make sure we're all on the same page. This is cliff. This is China. This is valley. Remember, valley's next to cliff. This is Japan. And then this is main.
Why two separate callouts for Maine and Japan?
You can be on Japan.
Yes, because if someone's like here, you'd say they're on Japan. If someone's down here, you'd say they're in Maine.
Yeah.
You can just remember that Japan's the smaller one, China's the larger one, because China technically encompasses all this. Although usually when people call China, they're referring to this peaking spot here, but this is technically part of China. This over here is concrete. This is grass back here. This little hut here is called Seagull. And this is connector. And that's pretty much it for callouts. Any questions on any of those?
Why is it called Seagull?
Because the Overwatch / TF2 player Seagull used to use this spot.
I thought because the soldiers were always squawking for heals.
Nah, I mean that would be probably a
it's
reason.
far too creative and witty for a TF2 player to come up with.
No, because this is like, you guys know Seagull, like the Overwatch player.
Yes.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he played TF2, this was the spot he kind of utilized a lot.
What did they play?
Seagull used to play a bunch of soldier. I'm not sure even what they're doing now. But anyways, the idea was that they would just play soldier and be on here. But I'll get to more of that in a second. But any other questions for callouts?
I have one.
Yeah.
What's behind house, that large area?
Like here?
What is this called?
You could just say it behind house.
Okay. For all of that? Like, extending... Like, on your left?
This whole area. I mean...
On the left?
I don't know, you could say like this is like back of valley. And like this is like back of main.
Oh, you forgot porch. Great.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. This is porch.
Forgot pocket too.
Oh yes, this is pocket. If you wanna, I don't know. And this is Pride Rock as well. Okay, now are we all good on callouts?
Yep.
Okay. Pop quiz. What is this called?
Behind rock.
Good job. What's this?
Dog
bread.
What is this?
China.
What is this?
Connector.
Connector.
What's this?
Grass.
Okay. So, first I want to talk about rollouts. Demo your rollout. I've talked to Bunny about this in specific before, but generally it's the same kind of standard call setup of everyone crouches for demo. demo will do a sticky jump like this, get to the point here, then they want to place another sticky right on the side of the wall there, then do another sticky jump like that, so you go nice and fast, then do another sticky jump like this, and then put stickies all over main. And that is how you do the rollout. It's really important that the medic is healing the demo as much as possible for that rollout. Also, medic, be sure to be pretty much constantly, well, not constantly, but when you're buffing people, try to alternate between buffing someone and then just healing the scout, so you get the faster movement speed. So that way you don't fall too far behind when you're rolling out. Generally, most of you guys are going to be rolling out through main. It's going to be demos there first, and then scouts will be next. Sorry, I was coughing. If their demo's far up enough, the scout can just kind of bot for the enemy demo. It really depends on how far up they are. For your own demo, it's really important you play your life and don't die on mids. Scout once, like, if you're unable to get the demo, you basically just kind of jump around, try to take space with your demo. If your demo calls to walk somewhere, then obviously go with them. But you just kind of generally play around this right side area, just kind of hopping around here, denying space, watching out for bombers, etc. Medic and Pyro, you're going to be just walking through main, just get to here, and then kind of just do your Medic and Pyro things. Medic can start by playing like back here, I would say, to start out. Just kind of being behind rock, and then just, you know, if there are people starting to walk up, then you can just try to, you know, call focuses on them.
So doesn't the behind house also make for a good, like, bombing surface?
Like doing something like that?
If you get bombed while there, isn't it worse that there's a wall behind you?
Well, it depends. The thing is, like, you're gonna have your entire combo here, so I don't think you need to worry too much about bombs. If you're dying consistently to bombs on mid fights, then that's kind of on your team, not you. Unless you're like walking up here and then dying to bombs. But like if you're dying like all the way back here to bombs every mid fight, that's not really on you as medic. As long as you're like, because the thing is, if you're playing like over here or over here, you're much more exposed to sniper, and much more exposed to spam from enemy demo. Whereas back here, you're a little bit safer.
I mean, that's also where all the spam goes from. That comes from over the rock goes.
Not necessarily. I mean, sometimes it will. As medic, I will say you do need to be pretty heads up about watching for spam and where it's coming from, and trying to actively avoid pills. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that.
You're good.
So yeah, combo is generally just gonna be sitting around here to start the rollout. If you guys are getting a lot of good damage, then your demo should call. First of all, your demo calls where they're getting damage, and then after that, you guys can start calling to walk up a certain side. Generally, what you're gonna want to do is do like a pincer kind of push when you guys are walking up. So what I think is really good is your demo can say, hey, I'm walking right, and your demo can walk up this way, and then your heavy will be on the left side here, and I'll get to that in a second. Then your heavy in the meantime also walks up on the left side here through dog bread, and you guys just do a pincer push from both sides. Does that make sense?
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does demo call damage? What do you mean by that?
Just saying, like, whatever damage you're doing, like, if their combo took a lot of damage, you just say combo took a lot, or if you know that scout took 50, you say scout took 50, etc., etc.
Okay.
Or if you know, like, if you hit like 3 pipes on them, then just say that. And,
Right.
you know, that's obviously just a good indicator that, oh, well, their team is going to be really low health. Now's a good time to push, but we need to go quickly.
Okay.
Hey, Gray?
Yeah.
For demo, what is, like, the spam angle when you're, like, trying to shoot over the rock?
Generally, you're going to be doing a lot of this. if you need to play more passive, then you can, be back here a little bit. You can charge your stickies up. Don't be afraid to like flick up a little when you're shooting.
What about with pipes?
If you're using pipes, then just go like this.
It's more on the side of it, isn't it?
You can shoot to the... What do you mean, like over, like... What do you mean to the side, like over here?
No.
Or what do you mean?
You're not, never mind.
Okay. But you can get a lot of just good spam to, like, on enemy combo from back there, and then just spamming over this little board as well. You can also just launch stickies over. You can put pipes over if there are people standing on the rock, etc., etc. As for rollouts with other classes, Heavy and Soldier, I want you guys going to Cliff on your rollout. Soldier's going to be whipping Heavy full time. You guys are going to go all the way out through here. Your Heavy's going to be constantly whipped until they get to here. They're going to rev up right here, and they're just going to watch for anyone overextending. If they don't feel safe here, like if there's a sniper on concrete or something, then you can send your Heavy to just try to rotate over and just play more rock-oriented. Or alternatively, sometimes Heavies will just play like back here. Although I don't really recommend this. If you are going to play back here, you might as well just be playing up on Cliff instead. Generally as Heavy, you're going to be more passive on this map, but you can do a lot by just watching for bombs. And just like, playing that more kind of defensive role. I will say, if you are playing on Cliff, also just keep in mind that spies like to decloak on you here. So just in general, I mean, obviously on rollout they won't be there right away, but chances are the spy might try to go for a pick on you.
Gotcha.
Sniper can really roll out anywhere, although generally I'd recommend rolling out with combo and playing... I think playing porch is really good to start out. Especially sometimes snipers like to play here to start, and then they go over left a little bit more to peek out once they see if there's anyone in the window. Some snipers like to even go with their Soldier and Heavy, and then they'll go onto China. And that's good too. Just keep in mind as Sniper, after you take like 2 shots, then Spy is going to be on you. So you need to immediately after that rotate towards being in your combo. For Soldier, I'm going to switch over to Soldier real quick. It is really important that you try to learn this jump. Is your Soldier here?
No.
I don't think so.
God damn it. Okay, well, it's really important your Soldier tries to learn this jump.
Did a jump happen earlier today. They're pretty well versed in jumps, I think.
Like that. That is the big boy jump. You can do that and bomb Sniper, or just get onto enemy Cliff.
Can you get to behind Spock with that jump?
Get behind where, sorry?
Can you get behind their rock with that jump?
Oh yeah, for sure. Personally, I don't think bombing into rock is necessarily good. Unless you have a lot of people that are immediately able to follow up on damage. What I like to do is just go to the enemy Cliff, just kill like any sniper or anyone that's on here, and then just go from here and just like basically just spam them from Cliff. I've seen some soldiers that will also just like bot for the sniper wherever they are, and like if they see them porch, they'll just go like this. But just practicing doing this jump and getting it consistently is really, really good. Because if you're able to do this, you'll be owning them every mid-fight. Or, I mess up the jump there, but just being able to do that consistently is very important. Spy, you can either cross over left side. Try to never... sorry, give me 1 second.
You are a true American, brain maggot.
Okay, sorry about that. Generally, for Spy, when you're rolling out, don't use your cloak until you get relatively close. Like, if you're trying to cross on the left side, you'd cloak when you're about, like, here.
Like the shadows right there. That'd be like a good marker, right?
Well, I was gonna say the idea behind it is not, like, shadow-oriented, it's more just that you want to use... You don't want to waste cloak by decloaking all the way back here.
Oh, yeah.
Which... You'd be surprised a lot of spies still do that, so try not cloak until you're close. Your goal to start out is just going to be crossing point, so generally I think it's either best to just go and grab this ammo kit, and then do this jump like this and get onto Cliff. It's a little bit risky. Sometimes pyros will go straight forward and then immediately spy check around here, and for your own pyro, excuse me, I would recommend doing that. Just immediately once you roll out, like, check to make sure over here, and then immediately start checking over here. You'll catch spies a lot. The other place spies will roll out to get across, well actually there's 2 places. They will roll out, they also, alternatively to rolling out through Valley here, they also roll out through Main. they will cloak right about here, and then they will go and try to jump on this crate here, and then get behind like this. The other alternative would be cloaking, instead of just going up here, they would just go through connector instead.
The connector seems kind of like a tricky spot. Like if you're caught in there,
Well, the thing is with connector, it really depends on where the enemy team rolls out.
Alright.
Like, if you know they like sending people connector, then it might not be the best idea to go there, but...
What do you think would be the safest option to go to? Because
generally, safest would be the one from the crates here.
Alright.
I would say highest reward would be the left side one here. If you're able to just get on their cliff and then start gunning them, and just using your revolver, that ruins their crit heals and just helps follow up on any damage that your demo gets.
And I could also bully the sniper if he's up there.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got questions about soldiers' positioning.
Yeah.
Historically on this team, it's been something of an in-joke that we needed the soldier to have a presence on concrete to help defend the engineer's setup.
For rollout, generally you don't need to do that. If you want, you can. Some teams will have their heavy and soldier, instead of going cliff, they whip their heavy and go through concrete, and just rush through concrete, and then have their NG come through here as well. And then obviously you get a lot of ground from here. If you guys want to do that, that's totally fine. I would say try it out during a scrim and see how it goes. But if it doesn't feel like that works out, then don't be afraid. You don't have to do that.
Where does C play into like how soldier plays this fight?
I'll get to that in a bit, but for rollout, you don't need to worry about Seagull.
Okay.
Hey, Gray?
Yeah.
Can I add a little something?
Mm-hmm.
Something that's very important for, like, playing as a team on this map is to not all group up and take the same damage. It's something I notice a lot in lower divs.
That is very true.
Yeah, like if one sticky gets 100 damage across 6 people, that's a 600 damage sticky.
Yes.
So whoever has the free time to watch the combo has to keep an eye out for that and call it out. And that includes like medic.
Generally, if you guys are going to group up to go somewhere, you need to go wherever you're going fast.
Yeah, it's the longer you group up, the more likely that holy sticky will come and kill you.
Yep.
Excuse me, I need to use the restroom real quick.
Alrighty.
Dorothy, do you remember what the rollout is for this map?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just FYI so everyone knows, Dorothy's going to be putting their teleporter exit probably right here, and they're immediately going to be putting their sentry right here, and then wrangling it. And if there's a lot of damage calls, then Dorothy can start walking up and gunning people. Or maybe going through connector and gunning people through here. Okay. Any other questions for rollout?
No, I don't think so.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just trying to think about what I want to talk about here first.
Medic.
Okay, I'm back.
Back. Medic, just like a quick tip, it's on this map you're going to get spammed out a lot. It's just like Proot. Because now you know Proot before product.
Yeah.
So
It's just like Brute for real.
Indeed. So avoiding spam should be high on your list. When you roll out, you should probably choose like 3 things to focus on, to like hyper focus on, so you can know you'll get those right, and then you'll let your team take care of the rest. So like you roll out, and then you watch for bombers, dodge spam, and then heal the demo. And then if a spy comes around, like, oh well, you're focusing on the more important things.
Okay, super quick pop quiz. You guys are rolling out, your medic immediately dies to sniper. What do?
Sack.
Good. Now, are you gonna say, okay, we need to set up for a sack wave? Okay, 10, 9, 8. Is that how you're gonna do it? Or are you gonna...
You're gonna say sack, and then if you don't walk forward, you're stupid, silly man.
Yes, if you guys lose your medic, sack in for their medic or get out. And you need to go, like, right away. like people can, obviously you can't like wait for buffs because your medic is dead at that point. So like there's no reason not to just go.
And it shouldn't take long to group at all. The map's like 2 feet wide.
I mean, you don't even need to group. You just need to go in from wherever you are.
Here. You already rolled out, and hopefully, if you're playing as a team, you should be in generally the same distance from the enemy.
Yeah.
How severe is sniper on this map? Like,
Just the
Pretty
sniper.
severe.
This is the sniper
You have
map.
to. Yeah, you have to
Sniper map?
always call where sniper is. There's like 4 or 5 spots sniper can be, and then like 3 unusual spots. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I forgot.
And they're all good spots.
Yeah, I forgot to say that, Stevie. You did also miss some of the callouts.
I know, and I'm going to learn them.
Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
was
just letting you
dealing
know.
with issues.
Yeah, I know.
Let's continue with the review. It's all being recorded.
Yeah.
Thank you for recording.
Let's see here. So, when you guys win the mid fight, how are you planning to hold? Like, can anyone tell me what they would think the general like thing to do would be?
Hold behind rock.
Yeah.
I think near Dogbread, maybe? Or Cliff-ish. Around there.
There is nothing unusual about this.
If you guys win the mid fight and you wipe their whole team, you guys should play forward. Don't be behind rock.
Yeah, rock is fearing at that point.
Generally, if you're going to be forward holding, what you're going to want to do is have your heavy playing around here. Your medic can be... Some medics like to hide right here. I think this is fine. Although
you
just
don't-
be wary
you
of
don't
getting
have any,
headshot
like-
or bombed.
You don't have any like
I think
information.
Well, I was going to... Just hold on. I was going to say, I think the better option is playing back here. And just healing your medic and demo. Your demo's going to be a little bit more forward than your heavy, playing around here. They're essentially just going to be spamming into cliff, and then trapping off, like, anything over here. In the meanwhile, you need to have if your combo's going to be forward on Dogbread, your flank needs to be holding on concrete. You should have a sentry, like, over here or something. You can have your soldier playing, like, close over here and just spamming out this way. Your scout can be patrolling around main and just kind of hopping around this area.
Maggots and you will not be harmed. It's just a metaphor.
Maybe play on that rock a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can jump. Just jumping a lot on this map in general is very good on scout. Just
Maybe
using
in Japan. Maybe get something cheeky.
yeah, you can. There's a jump you can do from here, and then you can do a double jump again off this, and then get into their China, like this.
Oh wow.
Takes a bit of practice because you have to time it pretty well on this little bit here.
Yeah.
But you can double jump to do that. If you practice it, you'll get it consistently.
I love you.
Simply use the atomizer.
Hey Gray.
Yep.
Can you tell them about the sniper angle from grass?
I'll get to that.
Alright.
I just want to talk about where everyone else should be holding. First, sniper. Generally, you're going to be holding pretty much up with your combo around, like, just kind of on point. Pyro, you're going to be spy checking just full time and watching for bombs. Your heavy is a little bit more bomb oriented at this point. Your pyro's going to be a little bit more spy oriented. Let's see. For spy, it's a little bit tough when your team is forward holding, but generally, I think you're best off playing around grass, just grabbing this ammo kit, and then basically being somewhere between here and here. If you know that there are like entire combos going cliff, then you can try just going behind and like maybe sapping telly or something. But obviously it's a little bit riskier when you're at spy and they're forward holding. So I would say the biggest thing is try to rely on playing close to an ammo kit so you don't run out of cloak.
Sounds good.
Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for holding. Does anyone have questions about the forward hold? At least in terms of positioning.
I don't have
I
a
do
question
not.
about the forward
Yes,
hold.
we
No.
are, soldier.
Maybe you should tell the demo where to spam.
I know where to spam.
I went over that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, I will say, things to watch out for when you're doing the forward hold. If their sniper gets into grass, that is yikes. If the sniper is in grass, you need to rotate your combo right side and play over here. Then you can have your medic playing over here, like just hiding on point, and that's probably a better time to do it. Then you have your demo like shutting down this. Demo can spam this, and then your heavy can still like, play like over here or something. Point is mine. Let's go.
Wait, show me where grass is again.
Grass is this.
So when sniper is there, I should move to cover grass more.
Yes.
No, Art, you have been completely silent.
Oh my god. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Greg, can we roll back for just a second here, please?
Yep.
Just a quick one. Here, hold on. I am computer illiterate and I am not seeing your stream. Okay, here we are. Where would dispenser be in forward hold?
Generally dispenser is going to be either behind rock or in pocket. Even in forward hold, you're probably not going to have a dispenser. In forward hold, you're going to probably rely on this ammo kit as your main ammo source. Or if you really need ammo, then just go back real quick and get dispenser and let your heavy know that you're getting ammo. Or if your heavy's going back, let your pyro know.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Just keep in mind, I want everyone to know that this is an angle. Sniper can get up here. And from here, they can peek onto your rock.
That is
so if your sniper is playing, like, right here, like, let's just say I'm right here, just at this little angle here, that goes right to the crate here.
That's
you can just barely see.
Dude.
So I want everyone to know that this angle exists. Another thing, if you're playing forward hold here and you see that the sniper is in valley, you need to be careful. Make sure you guys are holding like pretty firmly on this left side here, and just sticking to the side. The idea in general with the forward hold is that you just want to mirror the enemy sniper. Does that make sense?
Can you explain that a bit further?
If the sniper's on the left side, you hold left. If the sniper's on the right side, you hold right. Excuse me, you hold a right.
My question is, why are we intentionally going into a sniper sight?
No, you're intentionally going away from the sniper sightline because on product, sniper peeks the cross angle. So on the right side, sniper peeks left side here. On the left side, sniper peeks right side. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because, like, think about it. From over here, I can't see on the right if I was sniper. Just over here, can't see on the right. If they're on China, you can kind of see on the right. But, again, you're very prone to spam if you're on China, so that's the only thing. I will say, just for demo, if you are forward holding, trapping off right here is good.
Okay.
Some demos even just put traps, like, on the ground here. They just land right here, and as soon as the sniper peeks it, they just die to traps.
Because they'll probably be scoped anyway.
Yeah. I forgot to set it to tournament mode, so we're just gonna have to deal with the round ending. Easy dub. Let's go.
Free win.
Did it.
I have
Hey, would
no.
you like to ring? Great. Would you like to ring heavy in the next game?
Sure.
Please let me read.
Stay on. I don't. You might get a chance to ring. I don't know yet. It depends if Vera shows up, I suppose.
Really gonna snub our main ringer, wow.
Does anyone have any questions about the forward hold?
I do not.
Surrender now, maggots, and you will not be harmed.
Maybe, like, how should you be... I guess it's just normal, like, knowing when to fall back, right? You just know that they're pushing up a bunch and you just want to give them space so you don't die. Okay.
If they get picks or get space, then you probably need to fall back.
Yeah.
The general passive hold. Demo, you're going to be playing around here. This behind rock is your kind of main spot. You're going to be kind of rotating back left and right and just pouring out damage wherever you can. Scout, you're going to be more right side oriented here. Medic, you're going to be in pocket here. Pyro, you're going to be right with your medic in pocket. Just peeking out like this. Watching for spy. Medic, try to stand all the way back in pocket. Try to be out a little bit so you can get a bit better beam on your demo. Like, you don't need to force yourself to be all the way back here when you could just be up here healing your demo a little easier. Because you're at, like, max beam range kind of around this area. Demo, keep in mind that you can't push up on the right without your heals.
Right.
If they're walking up on the right, then the best thing to do is rotate over to the left and then spam from here. And spam over this little thing. Alternatively, you could just, kind of like quick peek it here. But, you're not going to be able to like fight them from over here because your medic's not going to be with you.
Right.
Scout, be constantly rotating for buffs as well. NG, you're going to have gun back here, basically just wrangling. Soldier on passive hold, you're going to be playing probably right here. You usually watch this angle, you can spam right here. That lands right here. It's not amazing, but like, if there's anyone like trying to push from concrete, it helps just spam them out. You also just patrol over here, obviously. If you know their medic's in, and you guys are at disad, then you can try organizing like a bomb of some kind. I'm still ass at doing bombs from here.
Insane.
You can do something like this. Better bombs to do is more something. You can do something like that, or one of my favorites is going like this, then landing off that, or doing the same Pride Rock bomb I was showing you if you're over there. I recommend just going on the map on your own and just experimenting with bombs.
Question: when do we use the passive hold?
When you guys are losing players, or the fight is more like even, or you're even at a disadvantage, and you're like needing to prepare to get your med out or something like that.
I'm sorry. During passive hold, does heavy stay on cliff?
Heavy usually I would say stay on cliff. Yes, some heavies like to play on rock, although I think you're better on cliff.
Okay.
Generally just be holding back here. Try not to peek concrete.
Right.
Your job is basically just spy checking. If you guys are in the passive hold, higher you can focus a little less on spy checking. That's more heavy's job.
Mm. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious of like what you might say about this. I've seen some heavies and like pugs like hang out in like a head glitch spot near the crates over there. Do you have anything to say about that?
Over here?
Those ones. The ones you just looked at.
These ones?
Yeah, but on the other side. Have you ever seen, because you can hop up on that, right? I don't know.
Maybe not
Yeah.
in product.
This is a bad spot.
Maybe it is just a viaduct thing. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
They put a tactical pallet there.
Go about your business.
To prevent funny heavy head glitch.
I will say as well, just FYI, just super quick thing, but when you guys are forward holding, for your heavy, you can sometimes play over by concrete here. And just stay revved here.
Okay.
When we're forward holding?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When would we want to do that?
If you like want to forward hold, but maybe you're down like a soldier or something.
Okay.
Or like if you know that they like shove a lot of people into concrete, or sorry, into grass. If they have good flank presence, then that might be a thing to do. Anything else or any other questions for passive hold?
Not that I can think of, no.
Okay. Now when you guys don't have point, this is your regroup phase. What you're going to want to do is probably regroup behind house. Some teams like to regroup on cliff, although just FYI that you're much more susceptible to spam. I think regrouping behind house is best. You usually just keep your medic like right here, just healing as much as they can, and then you can have your sniper peek out something like this, try to get a bit of space there, and then they can rotate over this way, start to look on rock or whatever, or they can use porch. If you guys are at full disad, then you want to set up for a sack wave. You can have your soldier do something like, I totally fucked up my jump because there's a bag on my lap, but you got the idea of what I'm trying to do. You can do something like that. Alternatively, if you want to just go up a little bit further, you can do this one again. If you guys are going for a sack, I think generally try to group on cliff if possible, because just that way you have better opportunity for a sack wave. But for everything else, I would say regroup behind house. Although it's not a big deal if you accidentally regroup on cliff when you aren't doing a sack wave, or regroup on house when you are doing a sack wave. But just FYI, that those are generally a little bit better. If you guys are even, then in Ubers, then you can try to take a dry fight. Generally, if you are going to take a dry fight, try to do it through Valley here. If I don't really like shoving through main because you're just really susceptible to spam. It's not the worst thing, but I don't know, I just don't really like it. I think shoving up a Valley is better. Just keep in mind that you don't want to peek Sniper. If you see that Sniper is rock, then you can try shoving up right side, and then just make sure your Sniper is like just hard scoping on the rock here, and just watching for the enemy Sniper to peek it. Or like vice versa, if you want to shove up on the left side, you need to make sure your Sniper is hard watching this left side here for the enemy Sniper on the rock. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
American brain maggot.
If you guys are at full ad, and you don't have point, then you should be able to just walk up on them and hopefully get point. Generally for Ubers, you're going to be wanting to take it on Scout and Demo for offense. Scout and Demo Ubers are really, really powerful on product. It's probably the best map for it. So, again, Scout, Demo, Ubers, please. I don't want to see anyone else in on those Ubers on offense, unless like you don't have a Scout or something, or you don't have a Demo. Defensively, usually you're just going to be Ubering your Pyro. Everyone else should try to stay out of it. It's okay to flash a little more on defense, but you should try to keep it as much as possible on your Pyro and just have your Pyro air blast the enemy Uber backwards.
Pay no attention to the top.
Like the goal in Ubers for defense is just to have the better Uber overall. Have your Uber last longer, and have them get as little space as possible with their Uber. Any questions on that?
None. At least, Pyro, did you hear that? Pyro's muted.
Yeah, no. That's always been my thing, man. I just don't get them enough on defense. I get it. Scout and Demo on offense. It's good.
All right.
I'm happy to hear it.
When you guys don't have point for your flank, it's really important that specifically your your NG and your soldier try to work together. Scout can especially help out on concrete a little more when you guys don't have point, just because having that extra member there to help apply pressure really gives your team a lot more space. So if you're even able to get your soldier up to here, you can start spamming out rock. You can maybe take your sniper over here or something. But just even getting control of concrete here gives a lot of space for your team and the rest of your combo to start walking forward. So it's okay when you guys are first grouping up to send a couple extra people over to grass/concrete here. Let's see. For Spy, when you guys don't have point, I think one of the best picks you can get, or just one of the best things you can do, is decloaking in connector, and then either going for someone that's playing aggro on flank here, or if enemy snipers playing boxes here, which sometimes they will do, and look at this angle, then you can just decloak like right here, and then just run around the corner and stab them.
Could you stab them just from like not even jumping on the box, or you just jump
You can stab them from here. Generally, I like to jump up just to be sure, but you can stab them from here.
All right. Good to know.
Well, unless they're like, I don't know, if they're on the very, very front of this box, then you might need to jump up.
It better be worth, because that looks like a really good way to get killed.
Yeah. So if you guys are ever regrouping, generally you guys should try to roll out main. If your main is getting stuffed really hard, then best place to shove out is grass. Only go cliff if you know you're like setting up for a sack wave or something. Or you know that you're regrouping on cliff. Otherwise, don't roll out cliff by default. Like unless it's called out. Does that make sense? Because then you peek this wide ass sniper sight line right here.
So default is main then? Is that what I?
Yeah, your default should be going out through main.
Okay.
Obviously, medic, just make sure you're not going out alone. You should always have someone with you. I will say, so map that it's pretty important to bait is medic on. If you don't feel comfortable in a situation and you're low health, don't be afraid to get out. And just make sure you let your team know you're leaving, obviously, but... yeah. Any other questions for... Well, I guess that's pretty much it for product in general. Does anyone else have any other questions? Oh, yeah.
When we're regrouping, when we don't have the point, where should heavy go? If we're not stacking?
Generally, you're just going to be around combo, just kind of chilling around here. You're going to be spot checking a lot. Making sure no one like overextends into your medic. That's kind of your main job, is just denial.
Okay.
Oh, hey Gray.
Mhm.
What are some funny spots for this map?
Like just in general, or
Yeah, just in general.
funny spots. You can jump on this window and then go to here and hide here. Soldiers sometimes like to just go up here and then just spam from here. If there's ever a sniper on Cliff, then a good way to counter that is by sending your sniper over here and just peeking like this, because they never expect it. Sniper can go onto this window here and snipe like this. Mess that up a little bit, but you got the idea. If you guys are holding on point, by the way, and you hear this call it snipers on Cliff, make sure you're not playing aggro on this right side, because then you're peeking this sight line right here. Or like if you are gonna play aggro, you need to be up like around here and not back here. Also, if snipers on Cliff, for your sniper, don't take SVS. Generally, their snipers are an advantage here when they're peeking, unless you have like a supreme confidence in your sniper.
Or if your sniper might be overhealed?
I mean, your sniper should never peek if they're not overhealed anyways.
Yeah, Medic does actually have a lot on his plate in this map.
A lot of what, sir?
Medic does have a lot on his plate on this map.
Yeah, this is a tough medic map.
I have a question. When we don't have point and we go for, and assume we sack and we don't get anything from the sack and we're ready to go exchange, what is everybody who's not in the Uber doing?
Playing for post Uber, generally. Getting a space without being too aggressive.
Okay.
Like getting enough space so you can be in for the post Uber while still like not dying.
Alright.
Also seeing if you get any, seeing if you can get any picks on any of their players that are trying to play for post Uber. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
What do you do if you lose demo immediately in the mid-fight?
Be ready to take your med out of the fight, because if you lose your demo, you're like most likely going to lose that fight in general. Not to say that you shouldn't that you should give it out completely, because sometimes you can lose your demo but then immediately kill their demo. But at least for your medic, be wary that if you lose your demo, it's like probably like a 66% chance you're losing that.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And for your demo, that means don't die. Smiley face. Anyone got any other questions?
Question. Should you ever use the Chris Krieg on this map?
You can. I would say do that if you're struggling with Ubers, then you can try it. And I would also say only do it if you're like demo or at least someone on your team is getting very consistent damage. But mostly your demo though is gonna be the person you're gonna be critzing.
Crits your engineering.
True.
Yeah, you're right.
You have the Frontier Justice.
Not always.
You're always critched.
Double crits.
Oh, actually I do want to say something real quick. Just so everyone knows. Mini Sentry is probably going to be around main, like around this area. It is an extremely annoying Mini Sentry. It will kill a lot of people. So it's really important that you don't overextend on the right side because of that. If you ever see that mini, say to your demo, minis in mini spot. Or like spam mini spot or something like that.
What's the angle for mini spot?
I mean, it's pretty simple. Just shoot us, like pipe right over here, like this. You can use sticky as well. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There isn't like a specific angle. It's just generally, shooting in that direction. For your spy, actually, well, for everyone, I do want to reiterate the point about calling sniper whenever you see him. Sniper is like the most important call out on this map. It should always be known where he is. That's like the one class that you need. I mean, this should really be the case for like all of Highlander, unless like it's just been called or something. But generally, you want to be calling sniper whenever you see him.
It's so important.
Yes.
I
I'll
feel
give you a
so
call
cared
in.
about.
We're a good team, Megan.
Thank
What did you say, sir?
Soldier.
Sorry, someone have a question or? did I
No,
miss you?
sorry, I was making a comment to Ian.
Oh no, you're good. Sorry, I was coughing at the same time, so I couldn't hear anything. I've been sick for like 5 weeks. Sorry, go ahead.
I'd like to ask for just some confirmation here on Pyro's role for rollout. You said that as I roll up in through Maine that I should check dog breath immediately, or dog bread, excuse me. Dog breath.
Dog breath is better.
I like dog breath.
Dog breath. Dog breath.
Not necessarily immediately. Usually, what I like to do on Pyro is I wait a second and just like look around here, like try to deny any like immediate spam that's coming over, and then rotate over to just check this side. Or alternatively, again, like sometimes spies like to cross on this side, so you can do the same concept of like just looking like you're focused on reflecting damage, and I mean you are essentially focused on reflecting damage at the start, but then after that, like once it's about time the spies can be on your side of the map, then you can just start flaming over this area or over this area.
Okay.
That's evil.
Oh yeah, it's evil.
Oh.
Actually, I do just want to go over the small common spy decloak spots. Spies love to decloak right here. They'll decloak in this corner and then jump out at your combo. Spies will sometimes decloak back here, and then jump out like this at your combo. Spies love to decloak from Cliff. They'll decloak right here and then jump down like this. Spies also love to decloak from China here. They'll decloak either right here or back here, and they'll jump down. For Pyro, when you're like, if you're just holding like more passive in pocket, try to make it a habit to use detonator and detonate it like right here, and just see if you can get anything. And then just like your general splashing spots, like don't just be constantly going like this. You should always like, basically like every 10 seconds or so, try to detonate that area over here and over here.
All right.
How am I
I will
expected
say for your
to-
demo. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
How would I get a stab on the medic if the pyro's checking that much? It seems like it'd be very difficult.
I was gonna say one of the best things in my opinion is if their demo's playing on this like far side here, you can very easily get a stab on them from decloaking here.
Oh, so just
and just running up to them.
Should I bother with medic if pyro is basically?
I mean, if you think you can, then sure. If you see that the pyro's not very good at spy checking, then go for it. I think the best spot if you are gonna do that is decloaking right behind this wall in specific, because you have generally the quickest time to get to the medic. Some spies will decloak in house as well, like right here, and then jump through like this.
Would their back be up against a wall?
Chances are the medic's gonna be looking like this.
Okay, so I can still get a stab on them. What if I were to try and use the ambassador and scare them off? Bring them low.
You can, although generally I think revolver is just so powerful.
Revolver is better. The goal would be
the thing is spy on product on this, like just spy on product in general. You can do so much with your revolver. Just being annoying and poking them through the revolver does so much for your team. Because product is a very high damage map, and being able to ruin crit heals and make sure that high damage is maintained is very important.
What exactly does crit heals mean again? I know what, like, I think I know what it is. I just can't remember.
After 10 seconds, the medic's heal rate increases linearly until 15 seconds, where the medic's heal rate is tripled. It is ruined if you take a single point of damage from anything.
Okay.
I learned about that in Uncle Dane video.
I learned about that from Snail.
Interesting.
It was mentioned in the developer commentary.
I have never watched the developer commentary.
That commentary is actually really interesting.
So even if I just get
those rare high moments.
Oh god, those rare high moments indeed.
Anyway, sorry, what were we saying?
Even if I just get like some pot shots on the medic, that would still be useful because it's still bringing their health down in a.
Well, not necessarily, honestly, on everyone but the medic, because medic doesn't crit heals don't really apply to medic unless there's another medic on the team.
Crit heals applies to the person being healed, not the medic.
Yeah.
Well,
So here, think of it like this: if I let's just say I'm standing right here, I get shot by a demo. Then the medic immediately tries starting to heal me. I'll have 100 HP. I get shot to 100 HP. Then the medic starts healing me. In like 5 seconds, I'll probably be back to like 200 HP. If the demo shot me, I waited here for 10 seconds, and then the medic started healing me, I would be up to 200 HP in like 2 seconds.
Oh. Yeah, huh, okay.
The times are even less than that, but just to give you a general idea of like how that ramp up works.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
it's
just by doing like little chip shot damage to people, that ruins their crit heals, is what I mean.
So it would affect the rest of the team.
Just
Yeah,
shoot people with your gun.
Yes.
Gun go boom, gun hurt.
I don't think this is going to be something you're going to be playing around. I think it's just something that's going to happen as you play.
I mean, I normally play around messing with the other snipers, because especially on most
Gun
maps
go out,
currently,
use it.
I will
the
say this is a good map to hard
snipers
focus
are
sniper.
So, yeah. That's... Oh, Scout would be? Is that what you just said? Did you just say Scout would hard focus sniper?
No, this is
Spy. Good to hard
I mean, really, everyone should hard focus sniper, but
Don't hard focus my fellow snipers.
Even the
I will
medic?
say, if you notice their snipers always like having someone with them, make sure to communicate that to your team.
Snipers are people too.
Some teams will like just have their NG hard sit with their sniper, and you guys should do that too, by the way, generally. If you just have your NG sit with your sniper, that kind of shuts down Spy from being able to do anything, and then that means you need to do something else to shut down the sniper.
Oh, how the turns table.
What's that, sorry?
The joke is that I always died on concrete because Ian wasn't there as soldier, and now Ian is playing sniper, so he's going to die because I'm not with him as NG.
He used to make this constant joke called Wendigo Concrete, as in when to go to concrete.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why our name is Wendigo Coup D'état. Our password is Wendigo Concrete. It's just become a big thing. He hates it. Hates it so much.
We should make a
It's
t-shirt
so
of it.
stupid, it's overplayed.
Because I know every game I would be on concrete, and then their scout and soldier would walk onto concrete, kill me, and take it.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions about anything class specific or just anything in general for product?
No. Also, Scrim at 20.
Yeah, so about Scrim real fast. Vera's not here, so Snail, how would you like to play Soldier for the first game?
Sure.
Alright, Lors, you should probably cut off the recording and get it uploaded ASAP.
Yeah.
So when Vera shows up, we're going to tell Vera to watch it while we're doing our first game.